I have 14 boxes here full of key issues. I found one more box after last video, so we're up to 14. Last time we went through, this box is full of a bunch of beautiful Bronze Age and Silver Age books, a lot of key issues, some modern key issues. It was an awesome box, but I think in this video, we're going to go through this box. So I normally like to keep my runs in boxes like this, where I tried to actually, like, this is unsorted, this is unsorted, but when I sort it, it's, you know, that's Iron Man. This has my G.I. Joe run in it. So a lot of the boxes I have here are actually, like, the Why the Last Man is my complete collection. So most of my stuff is sorted into the boxes. But once or twice a year, I fill up a box like this of the key issues. I like to keep the key issues together just in case there's ever an emergency or something happens to me. My wife can just grab these boxes. She knows these are the ones that have value in them. It's kind of nice just to have the value in one spot. Just, you know, if there's ever an emergency, I need to sell something, I know all the value is here. All right, let's dig through this box. Not as many top loaders this time, so I think it's a lot more modern keys. Couple top loaders mixed in. All right, let's dig through this box and see what's inside. All right, I'm gonna start with the top loaders on the side just to see if there's any bigger books in here. Oh, okay, that's a pretty decent book. Something's Killing the Children, #1, the Jenny Friesen variant. I think this one has quite a bit of value now. That's an awesome book. Very cool book. Okay, I have high hopes for this box now. Oh, this is a super dope book. So this is Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, #3. This one says, "To Sean, great to meet you," signed by Charlie Cox with the double D's. He came into my shop and I met him and he signed that book for me. That's actually just like a personal grail to me. Such a cool book. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, Canto #1 has a little bit of wear right there. Other than that, it's still near mint condition. I think I got that one from my friend Alex. Cool book. Oh, the Mike Mayhew Psylocke cover. This cover is gorgeous. Such a great book. Okay, let's see what we got. We got America #1, the action figure variant. Not sure what this one's worth, but I know this one went up pretty high right before the Doctor Strange movie. NYX #3, first appearance of X-23. This one has a little bit of wear. It's probably only like a very fine minus, maybe a fine plus, but still very happy to get it. I got it for a good price. One that actually took me a few years to track down cheap. Mr. Miracle #1. That's a fun key issue. Undervalued, I think. Underappreciated. Avengers #52. I do love the Silver Age Marvel stuff a ton. X-Men 109. His first, I always forget his name, but his first appearance. Awesome Alpha Flight key. Fear #19. I have so many copies of that. I just love this book. This is one of my favorite key issues. First appearance of Howard the Duck. Okay, let's go to this side. This looks like it's some Icon stuff, so probably not as exciting. Let's see what we got. We got Icon #1. I used to pick these up all the time when I'd find them cheap. Static #1. America #2, the second printing. Something's Killing the Children, I think like #4 or 5. Harley Quinn #0. That's a fun book. Hell Arisen #3. Might be the second or third print. I think this is the first cameo Punchline. More Icon. Again, I would just pick these up whenever I'd find them for $1. Something's Killing the Children, the Jay Lee variant to #1. Awesome key issue. Something's Killing the Children, another issue that's a lower number. I just forget which one. Swamp Thing #1. Absolutely love that issue. That's an awesome key issue. Thor #5. For a while there, these were like $20 to $40 books, but I think the price is way down on them. That's the thing. I put these boxes together. I just throw in all the books of value or key issues into them. And, you know, sometimes it's a little bit of a spec book. Sometimes they go up in really high value, and sometimes they kind of die out. Daredevil #10. I think that's the second appearance of Echo. Awesome David Mack cover. Hardware #1. Again, these Icon books or Milestone books, I would just grab like crazy. These Savage Shores #2. I think this one actually has a bit of value. I mean, all of these should have a bit of value, but I'm just saying it's like an odd indie, but I think it is actually collectible. Morbius #1. That one jumped before the movie, but now I don't think it has much value. The Umbrella Academy, God Save the President #1. That should still have a little bit of value. Totally Awesome Hulk #1, the hip hop variant. Awesome comic. Once and Future #1. Silk #1. Avengers 684. I think this is the first appearance of the Immortal Hulk. Hardware #1. Yes, these I'll probably have a ton of. Spider-Man #1, the Miles Morales hip-hop variant. That's an awesome key issue. Batman Adventure Continues #1, the Chrissy Zulu variant. Love that one. All New Wolverine #1. I think this is the 1 in 25 variant. I need to find the rest of the variants from that series. They're kind of hard to get and they're kind of expensive. Captain America #118, second appearance of Falcon. Oh, this is just a gorgeous cover. So we have Betty and Veronica #1. It's a J. Scott Campbell exclusive, and it's signed in like this fun orange pen with his logo for his shop. What a cool comic book. That one is really neat. Captain Marvel 18. I think this is the issue that he gets like exposed by some kind of energy, either from that guy or someone else, and he blocks Carol Danvers, so his powers actually get pushed into her body as well, and that's how she becomes Miss Marvel, and that's how he gets cancer. And a few years later, there's the Death of Captain Marvel series that's based on that. So I think that's the issue that does that. X-Men 256. This is the first appearance of this version of Psylocke, or in that outfit. Thor #1, the first Jane Foster Thor. Thor #2. I remember how, crazy when that book came out. Everyone was trying to get it. Avengers #8, the first Black Order, I believe. Batman 89. I think that's the first appearance of Punchline. Sunfire and Big Hero 6 #3. I don't know if I have the full miniseries, but I remember I was going around trying to get all of them when that first movie came out. Absolutely loved the movie. I hope they do a sequel. Captain America 109. What an awesome classic cover. Love that one. So yeah, it looks like we do have some more Silver Age in here. Thor 132. Actually really happy about that because Silver Age is fun to show you guys. Avengers Annual #7, an early Thanos appearance. Silk #1, hip-hop variant. Thor #1 again. People were going crazy for these when this came out. I remember I went to the Forbidden Planet the day it came out, and I couldn't find this version, so I got the blank sketch variant. I was trying to tell people that the first page inside would be this page, but people were kind of upset that one was sold out. I'm like, no, just get the blank one. It's the same thing, but with a blank cover added. Silk #1. Okay, we have Batman 92. It's the Archer variant. I don't know if it's just a B variant. Really awesome cover. I do like her design. She hasn't really caught on that big yet, but she's just a fun-looking character, and I had 2 copies of that. Do love Archer. New Agents of Atlas #1. This is a key issue I like to spec on just because I think it'll have value one day. Umbrella Academy, God Save the President #1. Another copy of that. Avengers 43, first appearance of the Red Guardian. Spider-Woman #1. Super fun. Avengers 684. I believe, again, this is the first appearance of the Mortal Hulk. This is the, I guess the background version is Mark Brooks, but I think this is Scotty Young blasting through. Not 100% sure, but super cool variant. Really like that one. Umbrella Academy #2 from the original miniseries. That series probably has a bit of value to it. Fantastic Four #73. Again, I said last time, but the purpose of showing you guys my key issue boxes is I want to show you guys, I want to do some fun videos, but I also want to get these all sorted because I want to see where I'm at. Like my Fantastic Four books are all mixed into these boxes. Like I want to get them together and see which ones I need to get. Naomi #2, because I would like to work on that run a bit. Batman 497, that's when Bane breaks Batman's back. Paper Girls #1, I love that book. That's such a great book. Spider-Man 81, pretty high grade copy. Gorgeous book. Oblivion Song #1. Strange Tales #181. Conan #58. I believe that's the first appearance of Billet. I forget how you say her name, but that's super cool. Mighty Avengers #67. Pretty high grade. That one's gorgeous. X-Men 100. This one's kind of low grade. Still awesome book. First appearance of Gwen Stacy, but the 5th printing. So it still has a little bit of value, but not as much as the first printing. Cool book. I would like to get all the printings of that if I could. Pokemon Electric Pikachu Boogaloo. I don't know if this one has much value yet, but I really want to pick up all the Pokemon comics because I think these will gain value eventually. Just because, it's early Pokemon stuff. #2 of that series. Suicide Squad #1. Secret Avengers #30. Is this the first Agent Venom or like related? I forget. Or it might just be just a really cool cover. I kind of forget. Oblivion Song number 1. So I guess I was specking on that a little bit. Icon number 1 out of the bag. Silk number 1. Guess I grabbed a bunch of those. More Icon. Man, these things just over the years, I've been grabbing these out of dollar bins. Icon number 2. Icon number 1. I don't know if it's the same book, different cover, or, I mean, I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on that. All I know is I just grab it. If it's $1, I grab it. Avengers number 2. This is a Kang-Ki. Awesome Alex Ross cover. Thor number 1. Man, I have a lot of these. Now, I know people are going to ask me for duplicates, but these boxes, I don't really like to sell the duplicates out of them. These are all for the PC. Another copy of that. Infinity Gauntlet number 2. Another one of my favorite spec books is Monstrous number 1. I just really love the artwork in it. Sleepwalker number 1. That's a fun 90s book. Naomi number 1. That's a fun book. Okay, Free Comic Book Day Legend of Korra. I forget which one is her first appearance, but I know one of the Free Comic Book Day ones are her first appearance. Hardware number 1. More of the Milestone stuff. Thor number 1. A ton of those. Hardware number 1. So I don't know if these are the same issue. Just one is a newsstand and one is a direct. Not 100% sure. I just pick them up when I see them. Avengers, the Terminatrix Objective number 1. This is the first appearance of the Cloud at the end of the time from the Loki show. So for a while there, I was kind of picking those up. I think the values dropped back down to like nothing. Umbrella Academy number 6, the original miniseries. The Umbrella Academy, I think this is, I don't know if this is the original miniseries, but I believe this is either a ratio or just a rare version of it. You know, like a, not the regular cover, but a variant. Umbrella Academy number 2. So I forget if this is the same series or if one predates the other. I don't know. For a while there, I was just picking them up when I found them for $1. Umbrella Academy number 3. Number 4, this is the cover to the 4th issue. That's super fun. Umbrella Academy number 5, when Klaus goes back to the Vietnam War. Super fun. Umbrella Academy number 6. These are super cool. I really like these. Umbrella Academy number 1, this is the miniseries. So I feel like the miniseries and then the other series came after the miniseries. Umbrella Academy number 2. Umbrella Academy number 3. Umbrella Academy number 4. These are actually really, really cool. Really happy to have most of these in my collection. The only one I'm not sure is if I have the Free Comic Book Day one, their first appearance. I feel like I do. I just haven't seen it yet. So far I found 14 of my key issue boxes. I feel like I have another 5 to 10 somewhere. I just haven't found them yet. I've been digging and sorting and looking. Thundercats number 1, awesome key issue. This one's super fun. We have the Good Morty. This is the little teeny mini comic book that came in, I think, the season 1 Blu-ray, and this is technically the first appearance of Rick and Morty in comics. So that's actually got quite a bit of value. I like, when I can find those, I pick them up. I don't want to pay $100 though. I want to get them for free or like $1 or buy the set for $10. Amazing Spider-Man number 66, awesome Mysterio cover. Love that cover. Such a classic cover. Strange Tales 108, awesome early superhero book. Or early Silver Age superhero book. Thundercats number 1 again. Awesome key issue. Absolutely love that one. Captain America 122. Captain America 110. Awesome Steranko cover. Absolutely love that one. Such a beautiful book. Avengers 83. I think this is the first appearance of Valkyrie, but it's not Valkyrie. It's like the Enchantress or something hiding as her. Still a cool key issue, though. Thor number 5, the Ghost Rider variant. The Nom number 1. I remember really liking this series as a kid. Strange Tales 163. So back in the day when I was putting these boxes together, I would just put all the Silver Age in them. So the Silver Age is kind of not organized. Here's the other Legend of Korra. So I don't know which one of these is the first appearance in comics. I know one of them is. Oh, this is super cool. Okay, so we have a hardcore number 1, but this is the retailer incentive. It doesn't have a price on it, and it's the gold. These are actually kind of rare. So if you're looking at Valiant stuff, look for these retail incentive ones. And it doesn't have a certificate, but it looks like this one is signed. That doesn't look like Jim Lee's signature, though. So I'm not sure who signed that one. Avengers 684 again. This is, again, the fun variant with the, I think it's Scotty Young blasting through the Mark Brooks cover. Absolutely love that. I think it's such a fun cover. Man Thing #1. Absolutely love this key issue. I bought one maybe 6 months ago for like $100. I wasn't sure if I had it, but I think I just, over the years, I keep buying it because every time I see it, I just think it's such an awesome cover. I think it's one of my favorite Bronze Age books. Powerpuff Girls #1. I think this is a key issue that'll explode in value eventually. Because Powerpuff Girls has such a nostalgic following. So definitely a book of value. And then this is Double Whammy #1. I think it's around the same time. I couldn't find this one online, so I'm not 100% sure how rare it is. I'm assuming it is because I couldn't find it. Probably has some value. I love picking up that nostalgic stuff that kids grew up on. Uncanny X-Men 131. Deadly Class #1. It's a cool book. A couple copies of that. It's a book I was probably just specking on. Another Icon #1. Another Avengers #2, the Kang key. I forget exactly what the key is. I just know it has some value. Justice League Dark #1. Love that cover. Such a cool cover. All New Wolverine #1, the hip hop cover. That one has a little bit of value. Punisher #1 from the ongoing series. America #12. Really awesome book. Love that one. Nova #1. Great book. Saga #1. This is one of my favorite key issues. I think I have 3 or 4 of them in my collection. I just pick them up every time I find them, if I can get them for a good price. She-Hulk #1. That one I also have multiples in my collection. Phoenix Resurrection. Was it #4? Absolutely love this cover. I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful cover. I think it's a ratio. I think it's a 1 in 25, but not 100% sure. Ooh, okay. I see G.I. Joe #1. Okay, this is one of my all-time favorite books. I just love buying this book when I can find it cheap. So I probably have 5 to 10 in my collection. X-Men 130. This one's definitely jumping in value. I don't know if I have a high-grade one. I know I have multiple copies. I hope I have a high-grade one before the price goes too crazy. Love that book, though. Such a great book. And my wife is a huge Taylor Swift fan, so I kind of want to make sure I have one for her. Savage Shores #1. This is a Tomb of Dracula #1 homage. I think this is actually like a $50 to $60 book. Really, really cool book. Love that one. And Savage Shores issue 4. Really, really cool looking book. Captain America #101. What a beautiful cover. Absolutely love that. Umbrella Academy #5. Another awesome book. Masters of the Universe #1. I do really like these 80s toy-related books, just because that's what I grew up on, so I'm very nostalgic for it. Amazing Spider-Man #74. Pretty high-grade copy. Beautiful. I love seeing Silver Age books that are in at least like a 7 or 8. It's just fun to get them in the higher grade like that. Umbrella Academy #6. Another awesome book. Edge of Spider-Verse #5. This is the first appearance of Penny Parker. I think this one definitely has some value to it. Really, really fun key issue. Edge of Spider-Verse #1. Awesome Spider-Man Noir cover. Love that one. Marvel .1 #1. The variant edition. I believe this is the first appearance of one of the Nova characters. So that one has a little bit of value. Grimm's Fairy Tale #1. Which, I have a double bag. So this is the Dynamic Forces limited to 500, I believe. Yeah, limited to 500 copies. So this is the rarest version of Grimm's Fairy Tale #1. So just a really fun version to have because of its rarity. And finally, we have Action Comics #237. A nice 10-cent Superman comic. That is super cool. Okay, that was a super fun box to go through. We're going to go through the next box in a video very soon.